You're listening to the Full Court Press with your host, Drew Duncan. Don't you dare touch that dial. Everybody, welcome back to the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan. We're live on 99.5 ESPN Radio, Emporia's home for sports. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan 83. You can always call in at 620-343-6143. That's 620-343-6143. Don't forget, you can listen all day, every day, just by going to 995ESPN.com. And you can also download the 99.5 ESPN app, available on Android and iPhone. Just type in 99.5 ESPN in your search on your Play Store. Pretty simple. Boy, oh boy. From Tom Brady saying, yeah, I'd like to be appreciated a little bit more. Cassius Marsh, current defensive end with the San Francisco 49ers. Play for the New England Patriots. Excuse me. Nearly broke the internet. Matter of fact, when it was all said and done, Cassius said, definitely stacked up some new haters today. Can't blame you, bro. This is an exact reading from the USA Today on Cassius Marsh. Quote, they asked me to do a bunch of stuff that I had never done, covering running backs and receivers, and basically almost never rushing the passer, which is what I did in playing defensive line. He would go on to add, they don't have fun there. There's nothing fun about it. There's nothing happy about it. I didn't enjoy any of my time there. You know what I'm saying? It made me, for the first time in my life, think about not playing football because I hated it that much. End quote. Now, there's layers to this. There's layers, and there's so many levels to this. One of them is look, I don't think there's any of us that at our current job, there's everything that we ever really like about it. Even when you absolutely love what you do, there are facets to it that you can say that you don't necessarily enjoy. And sometimes you're going to be asked to do things that you're not accustomed to doing. But I'm 99% sure that during the interview process, when they talk to Cassius about, hey, how would you, feel about maybe covering receivers from time to time or doing some of these other things, that we may feel that you're suitable in, how would you feel about doing that? And I'm pretty sure he said, oh, no, I'm a team player. I do whatever it takes to win games. To say that they don't have fun? Dude, just go hang out with Rob Gronkowski. I mean, seriously, man. Just go kick him with Gronkowski for a while, and I'm pretty sure you will have plenty of fun. I mean, come on, there's always something about Gronk doing something over the summertime. Going on boating trips. The guy does rally races. Come on, man. There's something out there for you to do. Sometimes a place just isn't the right fit. That's all. If he's happier in San Francisco because he's doing what he feels he does best, and that's rush the passer, and he doesn't feel like he's getting all this pressure to do other things, and he feels like it's, limited. If he is asked something to do outside of his realm, well, then, whatever salt your fries, amigo. There is a part of me that understands it, but there is also a part of me that very vividly remembers being yelled at. When my first year playing football, I was in fourth grade, and I played Pee Wee football, right? Obviously. And, I mean, we got yelled at, man. We got yelled at something fierce. But it didn't take away from me having fun playing the game. Yeah, I was asked to do things that I didn't necessarily want to do. I wanted to play quarterback, and that was it. I was asked to be the leader of the team. I was asked to play some defense. I was asked to do a lot of things. And you know what? You just do them. because there is a reason why coach wants you to do those things. And they wouldn't ask you to do it if they didn't feel like you weren't capable. I mean, come on, let's be honest. A lot of what we don't do is strictly because of mindsets that we have that prohibit us from achieving true greatness in life. If you weren't having fun, then you weren't having fun. But I don't think in a setting where people are not having fun, you don't go to 8 Super Bowls. How many of those guys go somewhere else and they are unsuccessful with other football teams? You have to think about things other than only having fun. Is sports supposed to be fun? Is the game of football supposed to be fun? Have you achieved your dream and you're now playing in the NFL and you want to have some fun? Yeah, sure. But what do you want? You want coach to tack you on the bottom every time you do something good and say, man, great job. I mean, well, what are you talking about when it comes to having fun? It's fun if you make it fun, or it can be real depressing. I understand that there are things that, maybe if you felt like you weren't getting paid enough or whatever, that would be one thing. Like, dude, I'm asked to be doing all these things and I'm not really, plus I got to do this on top of that, but then again, that's really everybody in the NFL now. Almost everybody is asked to do something that is outside of themselves a little bit. I mean, I've talked about that on the show before, is great coaches get the most out of players and get them to do things that they didn't even know that they could do themselves. That's part of being a great coach. And part of being a great player is adaptation. So, you were asked to adapt. Wah, you didn't like it. So what'd you do? You moved on. You went somewhere else. And now you want to try and spurn the team that you were with beforehand by being, bored and basically saying it was no fun there? Now, I understand that there were players on the Philadelphia Eagles that were coming out and saying that they didn't have fun there. And I know guys who are there, and trust me, they don't have fun and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it is that way. Maybe it isn't that way. But we all know those coaches that are more disciplinarians than they are anything else. Maybe Belichick is that guy. What I do know is they've won a lot of football games in New England since 2001. That's what I do know. What I do know is that since I was 16 years old, it doesn't ever feel like the New England Patriots are not going to go to at least the AFC Championship game. And it's become to the point where they are the true dominant leading force in the NFL. If you don't like winning games, dude, then you ain't got to be there. Because people go to New England now because they feel like they are going to be on a winning football team. Plenty of those players have ways to have fun. Come on, look at Tom Brady. Hanging out with models and marrying models and flashing his rings all over the place all the time and hanging out with the fellas and doing movies. And come on, man. Fun is how much fun you choose to have. It's not always about having fun. Should you? Yeah, absolutely. But it's not always about that. So the way that I look at it is this. While I somewhat understand what he's talking about, because there are levels to even what I do where I get asked to do things that I don't necessarily like, nothing says I got to be here. When it's all said and done, I have to do them if I want to be successful. At the next level, maybe I won't be asked to do as much. Who knows? What I do know is this. If you want to say you're not having fun, you ain't got to be there. Clearly is not. You wanted to get waived? Great. You don't want to drop back into coverage? Well, Von Miller covered Gronk. And even though he got embarrassed more times than not, I'm sure he was very okay with wearing a Super Bowl ring around his finger. This is the Full Court Press. I am your host, Drew Duncan. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan 83. You can always call in at 620-343-6143. That's 620-343-6143. Plenty of stuff to get to coming up here momentarily. Dylan Sherwood from the Emporia Gazette is going to be joining the program. He's going to be talking all things Emporia High sports from over the weekend. We still got NBA playoffs to discuss as well and more NFL to get to. We'll be back right after this. Don't you dare touch that dial.